How y'all doing? So tonight's supposed to be a video night. And I'm going to tell y'all, I didn't finish editing the video because I've had a day. But I'm here. So y'all get to see me work on at least one of the projects that I started. I started it today. I cut it out today. I had planned to do it sooner, but you know how time is. Life is life, and sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. So today's project, let me put glasses on so I can say the right number. I am actually doing a craft project. It is McCall's 4123. Let me see if I can find the front of the envelope so I can show it to y'all. Hold on. Ain't like I've been nowhere. What I do with it? What I do with it? What I do? What I do? What I do? What I do? Oh, no, that's not it either. Well, I have all the pattern pieces right here, but I don't see the pattern. I mean, the envelope. And this doesn't, the way this picture shows you, you're not going to be able to see it. That's interesting. I don't know where I set it at. Well, anyway, it is a triangle pillow. That's what I'm working on today. So part of the reason I decided to do is, one, I need some pillows for my couch. I have a futon couch that I covered, which I never put the video out. I think I talked about it, but I never put the video out about it. I actually want to go back in and actually like make it a lot more fluffy. It's not as fluffy as I wanted it to be. I thought I put enough in it, but until you kind of sit on it and settle it, you kind of just don't know. So I want to go back in and actually put a little bit more oomph into it. And the way it's angled, when you sit on it, it's literally, you sit really far up. It's like nothing like in the backside area. I just wanted to give more pillows. Plus, when my grandkids come, they always want to kind of lounge. And if they lounge when the futon is down, to have something behind them is what I wanted to make sure I did. So I'm working on that. This is, I guess I could pull y'all closer, but I'm going to actually end up sewing in a second. This is the actual fabric, upholstery fabric that I'm using for these, and this is what my couch was covered in. Hey now, can't read. Thank you for coming in. Hope you are having a great day. So I am doing that. I did decide there's another thing I wanted to do, which is my futon couch. It sits up higher. So I'm thinking of connecting like two foam size couch pillows. These are old couch pillows, and cover them so that it gives them another place to kind of lay on. Because, you know, got a decent sized TV up front. That way, if anybody ends up on the floor, they're not on the floor, but kids are kids and they don't really care. But I just want them comfortable. That's just me. So I am using fabric that I don't care about. What kind of fabric is this? I don't know. It's polyester, like a faux, what you want to, velvet. A faux velvet. It does have a nap to it and everything, but that doesn't matter because this is the inner pillow, and then the outer pillow will be the green. This is the first one. I'm stuffing it to try to see how much I need to stuff it. How much? So I am using polyfill as well as I'm using scraps, because Y'all, I don't know if y'all know. If you're sore, you have the same. I have a problem with not throwing scraps away. Or small pieces. If I think I can do something with it, I don't throw it away. And it's sitting around. And so I figured this was a great way to get rid of those. So some things I'm just stuffing in there because it really doesn't matter. And other things I am cutting up a little bit smaller because some of the tougher fabric, I don't want a feeling of a ball so much in it. Now, the polyfill comes from old pillows. You know, after a while, your pillows are nice and beat up. Hey now, nice and beat up, and we throw them away. Why? I don't know. But that's what we do. And so I decided to just wash them first. I went on and threw them in the wash, and I'm using these polyfills in these pillows. I'm not wasting nothing. Why? That makes no sense because let me show you how big of a bag I got. Pillows, old pillows. That's all I'm using. So I'm using that in combination with scrap fabric. And I had to cut some more up. I'm not going to do that on screen because there's, it's just slicing stuff up. So I'm going to go ahead and get over to my sewing machine actually. So like I said, this is McCall's 4123. My room is a wreck because I am actually going to have to go through my tote, which I'm going to show y'all in a second. Hopefully I don't lose y'all because let's say I need power. Okay, this phone needs power. We need power. So I'm going to show you the tote currently. This is a tote as well as a bag full of remnant pieces, and I'm going to actually go through it and pull out anything in there that I can actually use to be able to stuff these pillows. Now I'm doing these two. I may do like a couple more, but not for my living room. We shall see. I don't know. We shall see. So as you come in, make sure you let me know where you're coming from and say hey to me, and I will say hey to you. If you've never heard or know me, I like to play with fabric. That is the sum of whatever it is. I like to play with fabric. No telling what you'll see me make because I got a lot of fabric to play with. A lot. Just like I have a whole bunch of fabric that I would love. Some things I want to give away if I can find a way to give it away. I would love to go to a fabric swap because I have plenty of things to swap. But that's why I'm using this special velvet fabric to fill on the inside because it's just a lining fabric. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I need to pop up the picture of the outfit that I wore on Friday night. Friday night, we had a women's fellowship and I wore pink. And since I made these earlier this year, I've already lost enough weight that the elastic is not tight enough. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'm trying to hang it up so it's not on the floor, y'all. That's all I'm doing. That's why I keep on talking. But so I am sewing on hopefully it's not going to be too loud, y'all. Y'all tell me if it's too loud. I'm sewing on a Juki. And I know a lot of home sewers don't have an industrial machine. And I'm going to tell y'all why I got one. Okay. So I know how to kill a machine. I know how to kill a machine. I say that. I know how to kill a machine. No, I ain't gonna say it like that. I sew a lot because I sew so much. over the years, I realized that a regular sewing machine doesn't, I will kill them too quickly. Like, I wasn't buying one every year. I wouldn't say that, but I still was buying them too often. And I also work with, sometimes a lot of people have me do gowns or something. And sometimes it's just easier to have a bigger space, and a machine that sews really, really fast. Oh, guess what, y'all? Oh, that's, I look like I'm a little too excited. How about this? Y'all, I have 500 subscribers today. Today was the day I got five. Y'all give me some claps for that. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. Anyway, so got the machine, and I've been using it for, has it been 2-3 years? I don't know. I've had it a while. And I will tell you, if this had the apparatus to connect it so that I can use or do buttonholes, I probably would never go back to a regular sewing machine. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. That's just me. So for me right now, when I did the other one, so you only do a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the inner lining, and I think it's the outer lining as well. But you don't sew all the way to the end on top of that. So when I realized that, I thought it would be a smart idea, because I didn't make markings. There's dots you're supposed to do. I don't feel like doing all that, y'all. The easiest way to kind of get the same thing, same effect, is take a ruler, mark a 1/2 inch, do a crosshatch. See? Just do a cross. Can you see both of them? It's 2 lines. It may not look like it's 2 lines to you, but it's 2 lines. And just do a crosshatch. That way, you still can see it, and you sew only to the middle of it, so they cross, basically. Because you got to nestle the triangle in the middle. Plus, I got to make a mark so I don't close it up. I think I did that one, though. Yeah, I did a mark on the other side. I'm just going to go around and mark it so that I don't have no issues. Does anybody do home decor? Home decor. I don't do it a whole lot. I know how to do it. Like I said, I did cover my futon couch. I've covered chairs, the dining room chairs. I have a living room chair that I've covered. And those chairs, if I could have got more of them, I would have. They're kind of a modern. Granted, it does not match my aesthetic in there, because I'm still trying to figure out what all I want in my living room. Does it take everybody forever to figure out what they want in their house? It takes me forever. Forever, ever, and ever. So we got to do this. I got to make my little marks. And then I got plants everywhere, so that probably doesn't help none that I'm trying to figure out what I want. But it's kind of hard to get rid of plants because I like house plants. Outside plants, house plants. Yeah, that's what I love. And I'm getting my garden together right now. Well, not right now. I guess I'm not doing that right now. Ooh, that is not a 1/2 inch. It is. But why it would come? Because the other one was off. There we go. Looks better. Let me know what y'all up to tonight on this great Monday. I'm going to finish this up. Then I am going to have a late dinner. Because that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to sit here and try to go through this fabric. And cut pieces so that I can get pillows stuffed and put together. Like I said, I am using remnants. I'm going to show you what I've done already. This is an extra piece of fabric. All right, so it tells you on the pattern, it tells you to put some fleece on the inside of your pattern piece. And so that's what I did for it. I'm just using, I don't know, y'all probably like, I've had this fleece for a while, so I'm not, and I've already made some for my grand girls, so I figured I'll use it up as well as this one. So the other fleece I have in the upstairs, I'm not using because this fabric I really like that I had plans to make. It's a couple of different projects I want to work on. I probably need to start working on those projects sooner than later so that I have them ready for, because a couple of them are supposed to be gifts. But, and this is another pattern. Y'all have seen this pattern before because I have a hoodie made out of it. Why do I have a hoodie made out of it? Because I stay cold. Right now, I am freezing. I would love to turn the heat on, but I live with somebody else. So I have to be fair to them. I have to be fair to them. So I don't live alone. I'm using whatever kind of thread that's in my machine because it doesn't matter on this part. Of course, you do back stitch around the opening you leave. You want to do a back stitch because what you don't want is it for it to tear open. When you get to the point you are stuffing it. I need some more snips like that. I like snips like that. All right. I don't know who's trying to call me or message me. I think my bobbin's about empty. Let me double check because it makes a funky sound. Well, not funky. Nope, we're good. It's low, but it's not out. It tends to make an extra rattling sound when it gets low. Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. All right, so leaving the two ends, like it's not sewn to the very end. I don't sew it to the very end. I'm going to do the same on here. I'm going to go ahead and mark a 1/2 inch because it's easier to see it than to do it afterwards while it's pinned in. You know, as a sewer, sometimes you don't realize the things you need until you start using them on a regular basis. Like for a long time, I didn't have a teeny tiny, or this is not teeny, 6 inches, a 6-inch ruler. I didn't see the need. Honey, does it come in handy? Yes, it sure does. So, I think I caught it on sale. I have another one, but I don't know where it is. It's sparkly. I think it's an 8-inch, 8x1. I got it from More Me No. Oh Lord, that was so crooked. All right. Some things we don't like to do, but we need to do because it makes it better. It makes it better. So is anybody doing any sewing tonight? And if you are, what you're sewing? Because after this, I already have projects I need to do. Oh, I can tell y'all about these. Hold on, I gotta pay attention. Got to pay attention. Pay lots of attention. I just finished. Well, not just. I can't, I'll show y'all a picture. It'll probably be a couple weeks before I post these pictures. Well, yeah, just prime pictures. I did 2 projects. And I can't talk about one of them just yet because she hadn't had her prom yet. Just in case you figure it out. Oh, so I'm going to take, and the part that I actually set up to do first is actually the bottom. It's easier that way. Now at the top, I got to clip it. And it may not come out like perfectly right because ain't nothing perfect in this world, okay? I feel like y'all. So I can see more. I can't see more, but see more. So I usually pin the ends and kind of pin the rest. This part I'm pinning because this part is more crucial than the bottom part. Bottom part you can kind of fudge. This part I'm gonna fudge some if I have to, but if I can get it nice and centered, I'm good to go. So I have a pin at the top and I'm gonna clip, not all the way a 1/2 inch, but I'm gonna clip to my stitching line. Hey, how you doing? Desiree, and it's Noodle and Jonathan. I'm working on a triangle pillow. Is this my normal thing I do? No. But this is what I'm doing because I need to get it done before my grands get here. I don't want them to get here and I still ain't did it yet. Y'all know how that is. Because we know we can hold stuff out forever. Forever, ever, and ever, ever. Anyway. So I clipped the top. I don't know if the pattern told me to do that, but I'm doing it this way because it makes it easy for me. And then after I do that, I come through and I pin the sides. Pinning the sides. All right. Downfall with this fabric, like I said, it's a faux velvet. If you want to say it's not, it's just a fabric that has a nap to it. It's a polyester blend of some sort. I don't know what kind. I just know that it's faux because it feels like velvet. That's why I say it's faux, because velvet has a sheen to it. The texture is different. It stretches. This does not stretch. So it works perfectly for this particular project. Oh, I tell you, I did do something wrong. Hey now. So this fleece piece was actually supposed to be on the outer piece, but I wasn't paying attention and I cut it to match the the lining, because it's a different piece for the outside. I said, you know what? I don't think that part matters. It'll be okay. You want to know how I know? It's because I just put it towards the bottom so it still gives that cushion feel. It'll be all right. See? I make mistakes. Just because I know how to sew and been sewing don't mean I can't make a mistake. And maybe I should read the directions a little more clearly, but that would be too smart. And I'm not doing it. It'll be all right. Oh, shoot. Oh, it should be fine. I knew it. Okay, it did do it. What you don't want to do is start sewing before you make sure your thread from the bottom is pulled up. That's what you don't want to do. This must have did something. Okay. Come on. I do have a size, I think it's an 80. I think an 80-12 needle in here. I don't necessarily need anything heavier. And yes, I am using regular sewing machine thread. I'm not using upholstery. It'll be fine. You want to know how I know? Because I've done this before. I'll be doing stuff. That's why I had to stop. You see that stitching? That happened because I didn't make sure my thread was pulled up to the top. My bobbin thread wasn't pulled up to the top. And so it said, I'm going to choke on you. And I said, oh no, I heard it. You kind of start learning your machine or noticing different sounds it make. And you know something, you can tell when something's wrong or acting up. If I'm talking too much, just tell me. I talk a lot. Ouch. I pinched myself. I pinched. myself. Okay. I just wanted to put that in place. Get that right there. Get that right there. All right. We are going to... Now, I may have to go back in my corners because sometimes I feel like I don't get close enough. But I'm trying. Hopefully I do better than I did on the other one. I had to go back like 3 or 4 times. It was fine. I got it done, but it was fine. It was fine. I feel like when you want to make like different like pillows, this is a great way to use up your scraps or old pillows, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine both with this to get a finished project. Now, this is the second one I'm working on. I already started on the other one and stuffed it almost. It's not stuffed all the way. It still needs some more. But I'm trying to balance between the filler or filling and the remnants that I'm going to use. Who is the last person? Is that Arlita? Hopefully I said your name right. If I said it wrong, put the pronunciation in there. Maybe I'll still get it. Sometimes I ain't that good. But I will give anything a try. At least once. That's how my husband got me to eat sushi. Okay, I like some sushi. I don't like all of it. He loves. Like, I eat the vegetables. But I will not eat. I have not eaten. I'll say that. The one with the fish or something on top. I don't know. Raw fish, I don't know. Does not appeal to me. Does not appeal to me. Now, you fry it up or bake it, especially some salmon, blackened salmon, or some good catfish, I'm good to go. But if you asking me to eat it, I don't know. My head don't want to do it. Nor my hands. Arlie. Okay. Arlie. Okay. Arlita. Is it Arlita? Ah, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Where are you from? I'm determined to have this done. So my goal with me posting videos, my goal. Okay, it'll take me a minute. Hold on. Is to post two long form videos a week. It's my goal. Is it gonna always happen? Probably not. So y'all may get a impromptu live on a Monday or a Thursday. And it's always gonna be in the evening because I be running the streets, y'all, during the day. But more so on a Monday because Virginia, I think I've only been to Virginia once. Actually, it was just West Virginia. I don't think I've been to Virginia, but I've driven through Virginia. I've been to West Virginia. We had a family reunion there one year. Just one. That's when we did family reunions like on a regular. And I mean on a regular. But I've been through Virginia. do you like to sew? Oh, the fraganacle. It's off balance. Dang it. I'm about to feed some in. So I think I did it. I think I didn't go far enough up. You know this is going to be the inner lining, so it doesn't matter. I am in South Carolina, Columbia to be exact, where the weather can't figure out what it wants to do. So today I'm cold. Tomorrow I'll probably be hot. Yeah, I've only been through, I think it's been through Virginia. In, I think it was 2000 and had to be 18, maybe 19. When I used to do fashion shows and designed clothes. So I would travel. At the time, my goal was to actually travel to every state and show my fashions. Well, I didn't make it to every state, y'all. I catered to plus size women. That was my clothes. That's pretty much what I did. But I only made it to, I think, 10 states, 8 states, I think. So, of course, here, I've shown in Atlanta, shown in Louisiana, Ohio, New Jersey, somewhere else I've been. I can't think of where else I've been. So, what is my phone doing? It's trying to do something crazy. Oh, whew, almost had a heart attack. Clip on the floor. Click. Went rogue. All right. I am going to have to go back in a little bit of a place because I already know it's not right. I did pretty good, but it's not perfect. But I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for completeness. How about that? Completeness is what I want. Because this is the inner side, and I do want to stuff it pretty decent when I put the filler in, because if it's really tight, then the pillow will feel comfortable, I think. I'm throwing that pen away because it did not want to go through this. This is crappy fabric. This fabric I'm working with right now, I will tell you, it's crappy fabric. But for this particular project, it's perfect. And I'm proud, like I said, I think I'm going to make a couple more. They won't be the same. The outside won't be the same. But I'll probably make a couple more so that I can use them for different reasons in the house. Oh, excuse me, y'all. All right. I think I was talking about prom dresses, wasn't I? I stopped talking about them. So I did 2 prom dresses this year. I got asked to do another one. I don't know if that one's going to happen. Only because of time. It's not like they have the fabric on hand. If they had the fabric on hand, then we can rock with it. But if you ain't got the fabric and you want me to get the fabric, That means I have to drive to Atlanta, which is only like I would go to Gale Fabrics in Atlanta because to me that's the best place if you want something like quickly. As far as nice for the particular, depending on the fabric or the style you want. Well, that's not necessarily true because I can find stuff at Fine Fabrics, and there's a couple other ones that I've gone to that I found some things that I want, and the price is still reasonable, which is Rose Fabric is another place. I lucked out on them because they actually, when Fine Fabric was in Norcross, they were like down the street from them, and I happened to go in there, and they have good prices too. Like I'd rather go there to buy my lining. They have a polyester kind of soft. It's not stiff or hard lining, and I love their lining. And they have some of the they have a lot of different sequence fabric, and you don't have to go through, you know how if you've never been to Fine Fabrics. Fine Fabrics is basically a huge warehouse full of anything and everything you would need to sew. And I mean anything and everything you need to sew. And if you're a person who gets overwhelmed really easily, Fine Fabrics is not for you. It's not for it's to be honest, it's just not for you. I am a person that if I go to Fine Fabrics, it's a big candy store for me. Huge candy store. And I'm just saying, ooh, what should I get? How many things can I put in my cart? And the wallet goes, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. But I like Fine Fabrics. I don't have to have a plan when I go. But usually I have a plan when I go. Because you got to have a plan sometimes. I don't always have a plan. I just make it do what it do. I know I could probably do this without clips and stuff, but due to the fact that I'm doing a 1/2 inch is part of the reason why I'm clipping and pinning. Because the other side looks cruddy. So I'll show y'all. It looks cruddy. But did I meet in the middle? Did I meet? This, see, I got to sew this a little bit more because I didn't go all the way to the corner. So my ends, I might have to trim a lot of this off anyway. So I need to make sure that I meet the stitching all the way around so I don't have no holes. That's what I'm not trying to do is make sure I don't have any holes, because it's not cute when you have a project with a hole in it. And I'm about to stuff it, and I know at some point in time I may need to wash it. And if you got to wash it, that means whatever you put in it can't come out. So I want to remove as much of stuff as possible. And it's okay. Everything don't have to be perfect. Like I said, don't have to be perfect. It just needs to be good. In this case, and this is my own project. I don't do this when I'm doing something for somebody else. I would never. But back to Fine Fabrics. It is a place that you can find pretty much any type of fabric you could think of. From leather, denim, they have silk, they have the sequence fabrics, different colors, different textures, different styles. It's I've seen some fabrics that you may see in Indian weddings, where it's a lot of really ornate fabrics, embellished a lot. They have upholstery. It's a, as they say, a little bit of everything, anything and everything you can think of. So if you are looking for a lot of stuff and you know your fabrics, that is the place to go. And they do have a, I don't know if they did an online website. Somebody had mentioned that they were talking about doing an online website, but I don't think they've done it yet. All right. So that part is done. I don't think that'll come open. So let's fix this. Let's do the sides. Oh, I will tell you, this sewing machine actually came from Atlanta. Found a place online that sold them. And could have had it shipped here. But when my husband seen that it cost like, I think $300, something like $300 to ship it, or $400 to ship it, because of the weight of it, because this is heavy. But it would have been shipped assembled, I think, and that's another charge. He said, how much it costs? Told him how much. Now, I don't know what the prices are now. And he said, where is it at? In Atlanta. He said, we can go get it. He said, we got enough room. We're good. I said, what? That's one thing he's done for me more than was like, that's not a problem. We could go get it. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. And I said, oh, okay. So we went and got it. Paid for it online, and I just had to go pick it up. And saved, I think we ended up saving, because he assembled it. I don't think I even recorded that assembly. It took him no time to put this together. And I mean it, no time. But he put it together, and I think I sold on it the very first night. Because I was that excited. We brought it, I think we got it and brought it home, and he worked on it. It was a week, must have been, no, it could have been a weekend. He must have been off. Because the place is not open during the weekend. Place is called Cut So. And do I have to go back on this one? Oh, did Leslie do this one right? Oh, she got that one right. Did she get this up? No, she missed the corner on that one. Let's fix this corner. And then we'll be good to go, and we can stuff. Turn and stuff. Well, actually, I'm going to do the other. I think I'm going to actually, let's see if I did all the cutting of the other pieces. That. The one thing I forgot to cut is, did I cut it? Oh, I got to cut another piece, something I forgot to cut. Anyway, so to make the turning easy, I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess off more so the fleece portion, the bottom part where the fleece is. And once I do this, I'm probably just going to put a picture up as a community post once I finish them, because I'm not going to keep y'all all night and all day. I don't want to scare y'all away with my beautiful singing. How the Lord said, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Alrighty then. And no, this is not going in the trash. It's going right up in here. All right, y'all. Small. It's small, y'all. Okay. Alrighty then. We have gotten this done. Oh. I want to make sure the hole is at least easy enough for me to stuff stuff in. Double check my corners. Is it perfect? Probably not. But is it a corner? Yes, it is. Let's see if the top is done. Because if it's a hole in it, I'm going to pull it back out and sew it again. Oh, let me take that pin out. That's not cool. So I got that done. Double check these. Okay. All right. This little scrap is going inside. And we're good to go with that. So now time is to basically stuff them. That part is not very interesting. Not very interesting. So I'll show y'all the other one. Here's the other one. I still probably going to stuff it a little bit more. I want it nice and taut. Nice and taut. So that it really fills out the whatchamacallit. Now on the pattern. Oh, excuse me. Where is it at? Of course, there's the envelope. How about that? Pattern fell on the floor. This is the pattern that I was working on. I am doing the tan colored pillow, or not the tan, this one right here. I think that's B. Nope. Am I doing B or A? Which one am I doing? I gotta look at the thing. I'm doing A. So I am doing the green colored size. I was gonna do the real big one, then I thought about it. It was just gonna be too big. So that's why I opted to do a little bit smaller. Now, the outer piece, when you put it in, they're treating it as an envelope. So the bottom, then I'm gonna let y'all go. So this is the bottom. It's 2 panels, but they want you to do it as an envelope. I don't want it to be an envelope. So I am going to probably grab one of my, grab a zipper and put a zipper down the whole length. It'll be fine. It'll work out. If it don't, guess what? Y'all see it as an envelope. But that's what I am going to do. is to put a zipper in. I think a zipper makes more sense. A zipper, it'll be less likely for it to come out. Like I said, this is going to be on my couch. And I know my grandkids, they will, bounce, probably throw this around and different things. There's no sense in making it hard for myself. It is easier for me to just go ahead and have it closed up instead of having it be an overlapping thing. And it's not going to take that much to do with. It does suggest to put a little, like a tab on it, a handle or something on it. I ain't doing that handle. I'm not doing that handle. I didn't even cut it out, and I'm not gonna do that. I don't want it, so I'm not gonna do it. Like I tell anybody, a pattern is just a suggestion. They suggest you do it this way, don't mean you have to. It's yours. It's at your house. Do what you want to. I do it all the time, including with my clothes. I do it all the time. So, and I'm not gonna stop because it'd be no fun sewing. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all spending a little time with me. I apologize for the fact that I did not put out a regular video tonight, but I figured instead of being MIA until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock when I get the editing done, I figured it'd be easier just to go ahead and come live. Now, my goal is to do my videos on or post long form videos on Mondays and Thursdays. Most likely they'll be in the evening time until I can get a regular editing schedule, because the videos that I plan to post on Thursdays will be videos of past projects, but they were great projects that I really want to post. How many of those do I have? Well, y'all, I have a lot. So when you see those videos, you'll know it's an old video. You want to know how? I may say something crazy. Well, I still say stuff crazy. You may see a different background. Like this is I'm working on I'm working, well, I'm not working. Mr. Rhodes, he's the one working on the room for me. So I'll give y'all a little bit of a span and then I'm going to let y'all go. So I'm working on the room because I really wanted to change it, because if you've seen it before, it's kind of dreary, drabby. So we've done some things. The wallpaper came from the dollar store. So it's the peel and stick. I love the colors, so it brightens it up. Got a mirror because somebody was selling it, so I took that. I have a shelf up there, but you see it's covered in the beautiful print, of course. Then we have the drapes. I want to put a round rod up there, which I have it, but I didn't realize till the other day. The grommets on the pink are what color is it? They're a gray, a dark gray. So I didn't like that. I hate that I didn't notice it before, but hot pink is my favorite color. So the hot pink gets to stay. It's not going anywhere unless I sit up there, because these are really long. I may take the grommets off, cut that part off, and literally take and make a regular hem on it, or casing to put the rod. I do have a rod that has clear knobs on the end that I think I may want. Anyway, then we have, of course, my TV. My husband has mounted my monitors, which I didn't have before, which makes it easier for me to see double screens. He's so wonderful. He's so technically inclined. I sometimes am, but not always. We still are working with everything else. We had to get those shelves remounted because the brackets we had on before, they were weak. And I know better because I got too much stuff up there. And all of that is fabric, and the bins is fabric. I covered those. The containers came from the dollar store, and I just covered with pleather because I had it. It was another thing that in my repertoire I need to get rid of. That was an easy way. And then, of course, we just a couple days ago, he just now started putting my pictures up. I like pictures, so we still got to work on that. The mirror can never understand unless somebody buy me a new mirror. That mirror can never be moved. She's been through a lot. She's handled it well. Hey, how you doing, Keisha? Girl, you be getting me. Love you though. I love you. You keep me on point. Love. So the mirror, she's on her last leg, but she's been around about a good 20 years. So she can't be moved. And then there's pictures on the other wall on the side you can't see behind the ironing board. I actually painted both pictures, and the one in the middle was gifted to me by my old assistant, which I love. It's a picture of me. Maybe one day I'll show you that. And then right now we got to figure out the spot above my mirror. I got to find new pictures, or I'm going to be painting new pictures. I really appreciate you. You make me smile every time you make a comment. But yeah, I'm getting the room together. It's slow. It's slow. So the project I was working on is M4123. It is a home decor. I am getting ready to get off here. I just wanted to show you a little. So be ready. I am going to start doing the videos and putting them out. I gotta figure out a regular schedule, y'all. It's not, I need to probably nighttime, like I said. So this is the inner lining that I've done. I've sewn one on screen, and I still got to finish stuffing it. I am trying to use up as many remnants as possible because I got a lot. I have another bag somewhere and I can't find it nowhere. This really got small pieces already, but I'm getting ready to finish that and get ready to work on this tote currently because this tote is full of remnants and fabrics that I may or may not want to keep, and I want to kind of get in the habit of purging those things that I don't see myself making, especially for me or even my family members, because I know some people talk about how they bought fabric when they didn't know any better. I buy fabric and I know better. That ain't the reason why I want to get rid of it. My style has changed. The things that make me happy change. So because of that, there's no sense in me keeping fabrics that I don't see myself using for any reason. If I can't use it for home decor or use it as an inner lining to make a pillow or something like that, there's no need to keep. Just like, I think this came out of a remnant or what is it? One of those bundle, like mood box or something. I didn't do them. Yeah. No, it would have been a fine fabrics box. Like, this is nylon. This is a lining. But I don't see myself putting it on the inside of a jacket or nothing because I don't like it. I just don't like it. Let alone you hear it. And I really don't like it. I mean, somebody else may be able to use it, but I'm planning to pull out. I'm starting to purge. If I can find some place that I can take these fabrics to, I don't care if I have to gift them. There's no like fabric swaps around me, or at least I haven't found one in my area. I may find one in time. Your house? So you take it, honey. You pay it for the shipping. I'll be glad I can send you a boatload because I have some other stuff. Because after I've made something for myself, sometimes I don't want to use the fabric again. I may make 3 pieces out of one set of fabric, and then I'm done. I'm done. 3 pieces, whether it's a dress, a jacket, a or something like that, just make so much, and then I'm done with that fabric. And I have lots of fabric. Maybe one day we'll do a true, you will probably still never see all my fabric. Do a true fabric tour and talk about different fabrics, because I guarantee you my fabric's been around. Most of the fabric I've had has been around, and there's nothing really wrong with them. They're just maybe things I don't like or colors I don't vibe with. Like this. Well, I'm mixed. I have mixed emotions about this. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure. This one came from Hancock Fabrics. But I like this one. That's the only thing. I do like this one. I don't know about the print. Maybe I just need to pick the right project, and I'll probably love it even better. But I like the fact it's sort of abstract but sort of floral. That's what this one is. But Leslie got a lot of work to do, and I don't want to hold y'all up. So I appreciate everybody who spent some time with me this evening. Make sure, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. Let me see. Let me read this. Girl, honey. Let me tell you about that fabric before I get off here. I went to New York. And of course, in that particular year I went to New York, that's the first time I ever been to New York. And I knew I wanted to go to Move Fabrics. And because I am one of Project Runway people who love and used to watch it all the time faithfully, and I still can rewatch a lot of the seasons now, and how they ran up and down the steps and everything else. So I made sure I went. And I went there and I'm like, this is nice, but you got to be ready for the budget. If you ain't ready for the budget, don't go on a Move Fabric. Okay? So after I left out of Move Fabric, I went into it's a store right across the street. It was called Stretch Fabrics. I think the store name was Stretch Fabrics. And I'm like, okay. So I went in there, and even though it was a small store, it was packed tight. And I mean tight. And it was a single kind of straight back. And I just got to looking. They had a remnant, like barrel bins. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily remnants. It was just, I say it was fabrics that maybe they were getting ready to get rid of. They were clearanced. And they had them roped off, not saying that you couldn't have them, but that was just to keep them from falling and stuff. Honey, I seen that fabric and I said, oh, this is cute. I like the fact that y'all couldn't see it. I don't have it close to be able to show you. I think I had a remnant of it because I just seen it a second ago. Probably, maybe. To explain it, it's weird to say. The easiest way to say it, okay, so when you're looking at it, all the colors are basically a pattern puzzle piece. So it looks like puzzles. Then on top of that, out of the puzzles were different, like there's an airplane, there's a hotel, there's a monument in each puzzle. And they kind of overlaid each other. So when I got it, I probably paid $4 maybe a yard for it. And I think I only got 4 yards because I was flying back home and I didn't have a lot of space. So I was flying back home. So I think I only got 4 yards of it. And that's probably one fabric I wish I had just a little bit more to make another top or something out of it. I think I have enough to kind of swindle out something, but it won't be all the same fabric. But yeah, that I love that fabric. I loved how it moved. It stretches. I do need to take it in some more, but I know a couple people did ask about the pattern That is a self-drafted pattern. I didn't use a pattern for that one. I drafted the pattern. And one day I'll show y'all how I draft some of my patterns. And I don't always measure. I'll do something and I'll be like, oh, this will work. And that's pretty much it. I don't always measure. So for me, I've had to learn how to do that. And in fact, probably it was once I find a style or something that really works for me, I'll just go ahead and redo it constantly over and over again. Those sleeves were probably one of the easiest sleeves you can do. A nice floaty sleeve. I don't have a pattern for it either. That I imagine something and I'll draft it. And then I'll adjust it after that. That's kind of how I do a lot of stuff. I'll show y'all. Let me get through these other things I gotta do. I would love to show y'all. So, but anyway, I don't want to hold y'all up no more. Make sure if you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel. What do I do here? I play with fabric. So if you keep on coming back, you'll see me keep on playing with fabric. No telling what you'll see. Because I never know from day to day. My plans don't always come out. Because I change my mind often. Until it's cut, it's not promised. Oh, that's a good one. Until it's cut, it's not promised. But anyway, Keisha, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your comments and the thumbs up and the encouragement and the pointing out. I'm not offended. I know some people would be. I just chuckle because, like, that's how I know you can sew. Because not everybody sees my flaws, but you do. And I'm fine with it because it's all right. It's all right. It just makes us get better. That's all. It makes us get better. Plus, I'm old school. I don't get offended easily. I just don't. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get on off here because I'll keep on talking and running my mouth. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye.